Okay, we're all talking about the gay pirate show, Our Flag Means Death, right? It's here, and it's very queer. I've seen many videos talking about the main gay couple of Steed and Blackbeard, also known as Ed, but I've not seen many people, at least here on YouTube, talking about Jim. Let's back up a bit though. If you're not familiar with it, Our Flag Means Death is a show on HBO about the gentleman pirate Steed Bonnet and his life going from a rich man to choosing a life of piracy, a life which he is very ill-suited for. Along the way, he and his crew try and really fail as pirates. They really are misfits. There's Rhys Darby as Steed Bonnet, the captain of this strange queer ship. Then we have Nathan Fode as Lucius, who is Steed's right-hand man, the only one of the crew who can write. Matthew Maher plays Lucius's partner, Black Pete, a bald pirate who looks tough but has quite a soft side. Next, as far as notable couples, we have Oluwande, or Olu, who is kind and supportive, a black pirate who always has an ear to lend, especially for Jim. There's a lot of other characters, but these are the main couples that stick out without spoilers. Anyways, of course, we have Jim. Jim is a non-binary pirate. That's right. We don't just have queer pirates, but non-binary ones too. In the first 3 or so episodes of this 10-episode series, Jim dons a disguise as a bearded mute man with a false nose. Soon enough, in episode 2, Jim's disguise is revealed, and in the 4th episode of the show, the crew asks Jim about their name and their gender. Among other things, they get rather stuck on the question of whether Jim is a mermaid, but as funny as that is, it's kind of besides the point. To the questions, Jim responds the way that many folk I know, and even I myself, have responded to their gender being questioned. Jim says,
"You all know me as Jim. See?
Yeah, good old Jim.
So just keep calling me Jim. Nothing's changed. Except I don't have the beard. My nose is different. And I can speak now. Yes.
Of course, being a pirate, they follow it up.
Anyone got a problem with that?
It makes sense. Always liked Jim.
Yeah, good go, you know.
Yeah.
And upon being asked if they are a woman now, Jim responds,
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
The thing is, though, after that, Jim is just accepted as who they are. The pronouns are used without real issue. There have been passing mentions to the motto of, "We talk it through as a crew." That's something that really takes Steed's leadership and sets it apart from other ships. He'll take the mental and physical health of his crew seriously. An implication of this is that the crew did just that. They talked through how to refer to Jim. The fact that this isn't a long, drawn-out scene within Our Flag Means Death is awesome. Usually minorities are made to explain their existence to everyone around them who doesn't really know better. It's frustrating, but this series doesn't do that. I think a main reason that this doesn't happen is because there were 3 non-binary people writing for the show. It also sounds like Vico wasn't too afraid to speak up for themselves either. I think the only thing I even had a slight problem with was when Nana was shown not using Jim's name. However, I can look past this, as it seems to be their first time reuniting in a long time, and though it isn't comfortable to be dead named at any time, I think non-cis people can understand that it takes at least a little bit of time to get used to different pronouns or a different name. I'm not saying this in order to brush aside anything, but I am someone who gives leeway when it comes to misgendering and the such, at least initially, which is what this is. And even so, the argument could be made that since Nana is referring to Jim's past, it could be referring to them this way because Jim said, "I'm Jim now," with a potentially flimsy point to be made that the inclusion of the word now means that before they were not Jim, and they're okay with being referred to not as Jim within their past. Anyways, that's a whole can of worms that I'd rather not delve into right now. What I'm really looking to say is, I'm happy that Jim has an accepting, found family in the crew of the Revenge, and should there be another season of Our Flag Means Death. I look forward to seeing Jim and the rest of the crew and their queer piratey antics. If you have any subjects about mental health or LGBTQIA+ topics that you'd like to see covered, please let me know down in the comment section. As always, resources are listed down in the description below. Thanks for watching the OCD Enby. Stay safe out there.